living in survival mode. That's what we called it back then. 6 years ago, my family was homeless. My wife and I, our 6-year-old son, and 10-year-old daughter were homeless. We didn't know where we would sleep at night or even wash our hands. And we didn't even know if our children would go to bed hungry. I'm a proud man and a proud father. And let me tell you, there's nothing like the pain of a dad who doesn't know if he'll be able to feed his children. During the nights when we had to sleep in our car, my wife Renee and I would put on extra sweatshirts. We would wrap our kids in blankets, and our son would wear 2 pairs of socks just to stay warm. He did that for a long time, even after we had a place to live. He said he never wanted to be that cold again. Those days, those cold nights, were something I could have never imagined a few years before when things were going well. I know everyone says that they never imagine it happened to them. Then it does. It happened to us. When HopeLink called and told us they had a space open up in the shelter, it felt like a miracle. I remember driving up. We were amazed. It was a real apartment, had real beds and hot water. For my family, the end of homelessness was just the beginning of our new lives. It was a chance for us to build a stronger foundation. That's what HopeLink does. They don't just give you a place to live for a little while. They give you the tools to succeed on your own. Right away, we start taking advantage of HopeLink's programs. We began meeting with our case manager every week, and she helped us map out a plan, and she kept us accountable. But she also restored our dignity, which, let's be honest, takes a beating when you're homeless. She always gave us a choice, from soap to backpacks. It was the simple things, but it felt empowering. Within a few weeks, we both had jobs. We enrolled our children in school, and we started taking steps to get our finances in order. We joined the credit union and began saving money for permanent housing. Renee completed HopeLink's Smart Money classes, and we applied for low-income housing programs. We were getting back on our feet. Then 4 years ago, I found myself with 2 new job options, working for a food bank in Kirkland or working for the state of Washington in Bellevue. I chose the food bank. The food bank was HopeLink's Kirkland Center. I started working 20 hours a week, and a few months later, I was hired full-time in a permanent position as the warehouse coordinator. A few weeks ago, I was promoted to the warehouse supervisor. I've been told that my laughter makes people smile, that it sounds like pure joy. It is. I wake up every morning believing it's a great day to feed our community. One of my favorite parts of the job is working with special needs students who come to volunteer. Helping them learn life skills they can take with them is so rewarding, and I love when they come back to visit after they have graduated. When Thanksgiving comes around, I love giving out turkeys and chickens to the family who wouldn't have had holiday meals if not for HopeLink. I remember those days. I remember a year. All we had to eat on Thanksgiving was a head of lettuce. It makes me happy to know that HopeLink's there for families that were hungry like we were. And working at HopeLink has helped me grow as a person in ways I could have never imagined. Over the past years, I have learned that everyone that has been homeless carries some trauma, feelings, and memories that are hard to revisit. Thinking about what I've been through has helped me relate to the people I see in the food bank every day. knowing that many of them are going through exactly what we were a few years ago. Today, my family is striving. We are living independent, and I feel like I'm living my best life every single day. Our daughter, Angel, is a sophomore at Redmond High School. She's on the volleyball team, and she mentors immigrant girls who are navigating high school. Angel plans to attend college in a few years, and she wants to become a dentist. Achilles is a seventh grader who loves to play basketball, and he's learning how to cook and sew, and he no longer wears those 2 pairs of socks. My dream for my family is to one day buy a house so that each of my kids will have their own room. And we'll need a backyard because we have promised them a dog. They have already named him Cujo, by the way. The biggest reason we have stability, HopeLink is the biggest reason we have stability, something I have looked for in my entire life. From the day we first moved into the shelter to today, I stand in front of you 1,200 people and share my story. HopeLink has been there for my family, and we are so grateful. My dad, Ronald Sr., was my teacher. He inspired me by expecting the best out of me and challenging me, but mostly taught me integrity. He would say, someone is always watching you, even if you can't see them. I'm doing my best to pass those values on to my kids. And before he passed away, the last words my dad spoke to me were these: don't ever let anyone tell you you're not good enough. I have carried those words with me for years, but until my families found HopeLink, I didn't really believe them. Today I stand before you as a proud father and husband. I stand before you as a man committed to serving my community, and I stand before you as a man that has learned 2 very important lessons in the years since my family has found HopeLink in a crisis. I have learned that asking for support doesn't mean you're weak, and I have learned that giving support is the best way to be strong. Every day, I try to live by my father's advice: do your best, live with integrity, and believe that you're good enough. So, Dad, if you're listening, thank you, and I hope I made you proud. And thank all of you.